Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing well. Today we'll practice more questions under exponents. Let's try to solve 4x to the power 3 times 5x to the power 6. I did this in the previous videos, so you know that you start with your coefficients, meaning the numbers. 4 times 5, let's make notes for ourselves on the side. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. Okay, we're done with the coefficients, so let's write 20. Let's move to our variables. We have x to the power 3 times x to the power 6. We have x and x, we have the same base, so we write down that base, then 3 plus 6. 3 plus 6, your answer is therefore x to the power 9. So your answer is 20x to the power 9. Okay, let's try a second example. Let's do 10x to the power 7 divided by 2x to the power 3. Okay, we have 10 and 2, so 10 divided by 2, because there's a division sign here, 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. So let's write down our 5 here. Now let's move to our variables. We have x to the power 7 and x to the power 3. So x to the power 7 divided by x to the power 3. You have x and x, same base, then 7 and 3, 7 minus 3, so your answer is x to the power 4. So your final answer here is x to the power 4, 5x to the power 4. Now let's do examples that are a bit trickier. Let's try 3x to the power 2, y to the power 3 times negative 2x to the power 5, y to the power negative 1. We can rewrite this as 3x to the power 2, y to the power 3 times negative 2x to the power 5, y to the power negative 1. I just want you guys to be familiar with this. Let's remove the brackets and just write the times. Okay, so we start with our values. We have 3 and negative 2. So this is 3 times negative 2. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. But remember, when you write this, you should make sure that you put negative 2 in a bracket so that you don't make any mistakes. In your calculator, so when you punch it in, make sure this negative 2 is in a bracket. You get negative 6. You can write down this negative 6 here. Let's move to our variables. We have 3x to the power 2 and y to the power 3. X to the power 2, y to the power 3 times, because you're dealing with times, x to the power 5 and y to the power negative 1. X to the power 5 and y to the power negative 1. Okay, we have x and x. We have the same base, so let's write down that x, then 2 and 5. This will be 2 plus 5. Let's move to y. We have y and y there. Y, 3 times negative 1, which is 3 plus negative 1 in a bracket. Always make sure that you put your negative numbers in a bracket. So this is x. What is 2 plus 5? 7. Y. What is 3 plus negative 1? 2. Okay. We therefore have x to the power 7 and y to the power 2. So your answer is negative 6x to the power 7, y to the power 2. That is how you solve this. Now let's do a similar example. Let's try 8x to the power 3, y to the power 2, all over 4x to the power 2, y to the power negative 5. Okay, so this is a fraction. We can rewrite this as, we start with the numerator, 8x to the power 3, y to the power 2, then use a division sign, 4x to the power 2, y to the power negative 5. Right? Now you guys are definitely familiar with this one. That one looks a bit approachable. Okay? So we start with our values. We have 8 and 4. So this will be 8 divided by 4, which is equal to 2. So let's write down our 2 here. Okay, let's move to our variables. We have 3x, we have x to the power 3, and y to the power 2. So x to the power 3 and y to the power 2 divided by x to the power 2 and y to the power negative 5. Okay, so how do we solve this? Let's start with x. We have x to the power 3 divided by x to the power 2. We write down our base, then 3 minus 2, because there's a division sign. Let's move to y. We have y 2 divided by y to the power negative 5. So this is 2 minus, inner bracket, negative 5. Okay, is equal to, we have x, 3 minus 2 is 1. Let's move to y. 2 minus negative 5 is 7. Please make sure that you use a calculator to ensure accurate calculations. So our answer is therefore 2x to the power 1. We don't have to write down that 1, it's okay. Y to the power 7. This video was brought to you by Spotify. Whether you love discovering new music, listening to podcasts, or creating the perfect playlist, Spotify has something for everyone. With the free version, you can enjoy millions of songs anytime, anywhere. Want the ultimate experience? Upgrade to Spotify Premium to enjoy ad-free listening, offline downloads, unlimited skips, and even better sound quality. No interruptions, just non-stop music and entertainment wherever you go. Download Spotify today and start listening to music your way. Let's try 5x to the power 2, y to the power 3 times 2x to the power 4, y to the power 2. This, you don't have to do this, but we can rewrite this as 5x to the power 2, y to the power 3 times 2x to the power 4, y to the power 2. Let's start with our values. We have 5 and 2. So this is 5 times 2, which is equal to 10. So you write down our 10 there. Let's move to our variables. We have x to the power 2, y to the power 3, which is x to the power 2, y to the power 3, times x to the power 4, y to the power 2. Okay, so you have x and x. We write down our base, then 2 and 4, which is 2 plus 4, as there's a times there, 2 plus 4. Let's move to y. We have y and y. Our exponent is 3 plus 2. Therefore, our variables are x to the power 6, y to the power 5. So our final answer is 10, x to the power 6, y to the power 5. Let's try 3x to the power 3, y to the power 2 times 4x to the power 2, y to the power 5, all over 6xy to the power 3. When you get such a huge fraction, the first thing that you should do is to simplify the numerator and the denominator. When you start with the numerator, meaning the one on top, we get 3x to the power 3, y to the power 2 times 4x to the power 2, y to the power 5. Okay, we can rewrite this as 3x to the power 3, y to the power 2 times 4x to the power 2, y to the power 5. Okay, we have 3 and 4, so this is 3 times 4, which is equal to 12. We can write down our 12 there. Okay, let's move to our variables. We have x to the power 3 and y to the power 4. X to the power 3, y to the power, y to the power 2 times, here we have x to the power 2 and y to the power 5. Okay, now let's solve. We have x and x. We have the same base. You write down that base. Let's move to our exponents, 3 and 2, 3 plus 2. Y, because we have y and y there, 2 and 5, this is 2 plus 5. So our variables are x, 3 plus 2 is 5, y, 2 plus 5 is 7. So this is 12, x to the power 5, y to the power 7. But remember, this is your numerator. You still have 6xy to the power 3. So this is all over 6xy to the power 3. Okay, now to solve this part, we can write this as 12x to the power 5 y to the power 7 divided by 6xy to the power 3. You guys are definitely familiar with this one. Okay, we have 12 and 6, so this is 12 divided by 6, which is equal to 2. Let's move to our variables. We have x to the power 5, y to the power 7, divided by x, y to the power 3. We have x and x, you have the same base, we write down that base. 5 divided by, so this is minus, this is basically x to the power 1, there's an invisible one that we don't see. Minus 1, we have y and y, we write down our base, then 7 and 3, which is 7 minus 3. Therefore, our variables are x to the power 4, because it's 5 minus 1, y, 7 minus 3 is equal to 4. So our final answer is, remember we did 12 divided by 6. I forgot to write down the 2, it's 2, then our variables, x to the power 4, y to the power 4. And that is how we solve under the laws of exponents. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and let me know whether you need more laws of exponent videos.